Hey, it's me, GV. We recently hit 200,000 subscribers, and I already thanked you guys in a previous Sub Saturdays video, but thank you once again. I've been planning this special video for a while now. I've known that this is what I wanted to do for the 200,000 subscribers special video for a very long time, and I sincerely hope that you guys enjoy it. I think you will. Let's get to it. Hi there! You may be wondering why I'm wearing a chef's hat and an apron. Well, I am standing in a kitchen. I mean, it's not hard. Put two and two together. Well, there's a little game by the name of Skyrim. I don't know if y'all have heard of it. In this game, there's a book called Uncommon Taste, which is written by a man named The Gourmet, simply known as The Gourmet. In Uncommon Taste, there are two recipes, and I've always wanted to recreate them in real life, especially because I enjoy cooking. That's not a lie. I actually have cooked quite a few recipes in the past. So we're gonna give that a go. Now, The Gourmet may be heralded as one of the best, if not the best, chefs in all of Tamriel, but in reality, his recipes kind of suck. The dude calls for a cup full of nutmeg in the Sunlight Soufflé. That much nutmeg will literally kill you. However, we're gonna try to recreate these recipes exactly how our culinary orc friend intended, with a few minor changes. Again, I cannot put a cupful of nutmeg in this. I wouldn't even be able to try it. Do not use this much nutmeg if you're trying to recreate this at home. That being said, these recipes are fairly simple. If you guys get the ingredients for yourselves, I think you can have a fun time at your house trying to make these disgusting, disgusting dishes. We're gonna need
2.5 ounces of cow's cheese, 1 ounce of butter, 9 ounces of milk, 1 ounce of flour, 4 jumbo eggs, a dash of salt and pepper, and a whole cup of nutmeg. Don't eat a whole cup of nutmeg, just put a dash.
First things first, we want to stoke our oven, and this is exactly how they do it in Skyrim. Yeah, we want to hit bake on your oven and then go up to 400 degrees. Again, these work on any standard Skyrim oven, so don't worry about it. Just make sure that it says 400 and that it's preheating. Next up, we want to take our finely honed elven dagger and shave our cow's cheese into thin pieces. Unfortunately, I didn't have an elven dagger lying around, but I do have Mehrunes razor. With this, I can always protect my virginity.
Take your elven dagger and finally grate the cheese into tiny little shavings, just like this. Don't cut your fingers though, your fingers are very nice. I'm looking at them right now as we speak. They are nice fingers. Be very careful, but shove those pieces of cheese into that bowl using your dagger.
Now, in the Gourmet's infinite wisdom, he didn't put eggs in the ingredients list, but you actually do need 4 eggs. I've gotten 4 jumbo eggs here. We're going to crack these suckers open and separate the yolk from the whites, and we're gonna beat those whites vigorously. Trust me, they deserve it.
Simply take an egg in your hand and crack it on the side of your bowl. Open up the egg and very gently toss the yolk from side to side. This is how you separate an egg, and I do a wonderful job here. I make no mistakes, and there is absolutely 0 yolk that falls into the bowl below. Next up, we want to beat those egg whites as hard as we can. Our goal is to make it a light, fluffy, white meringue. It's disgusting looking. I hate eggs. Well, what do you know? We did it. Take a look at that. That used to be egg whites. Seriously, all jokes aside, the egg whites turn into this if you beat it hard and fast. Do this until the egg whites get light and fluffy and you can poke them around with a spoon like so.
And now, we create the Gourmet's signature sunlight sauce.
Melt the butter and start adding in our flour while stirring constantly. Move the mixture to a smaller flame. Yeah, let's call it that. And gently stir in the milk. Gently, as you can see in this video. In a second here, I'll add the milk, and it is absolutely gently. Ah, yes, just like that. No, just kidding. Don't actually do it like that. I kind of messed up. As the Gourmet writes, we want to stir this for 10 minutes straight. Do not stop for a full 10 minutes. Next, we add our salt, our pepper, and then, of course, the pièce de résistance, the full cup of nutmeg. Just kidding. Remember what I said, just get a dash. My, take a look at that. We're actually creating food. Next, add in all of the cheese that we shaved off with our Mehrunes razor, or the elven dagger if you consider yourself a fancy type. Allow the cheese to melt and then stir in our egg yolks, combining until everything is of one being. This part is very important. Gently add in the egg whites with a spoon made of, carved hickory wood, like this one here. Continue to stir, still gently, until you have a consistency similar to the one that you see in the video. We are so close now. All you need to do is gently pour the mixture into 4 stonework souffle dishes, filling each and every one almost to the top, but not quite. Reduce your oven's heat to 375 and pop in all of these sunlight soufflés. Cook for 25 minutes, no more, no less.
Ah, the sunlight souffle. Is there anything more beautiful in all of Tamriel? Yeah, probably. These actually came out pretty good. They did all flatten though. That apparently is the trouble with soufflés. But as we brought them out, as you'll see in the video, I mean, they were puffed. We created a souffle based on a video game recipe. Now all that's left is to try it. All right, let's go ahead and give this a shot. I have no idea what this is gonna taste like. I've never had a souffle before in my life. By the way, shout out to Mary who's holding the camera right now, my girlfriend. She helped me. I remember I said, oh, she had plans. I was like, you can go, I can do this whole thing myself. And then very shortly we realized that was not gonna be the case. This was a hell video to make, so I hope you guys enjoy this. So big shout out to her, she's smiling. Okay, so we're gonna try this out. There's cheese in this. It's just a cheese souffle. I don't know what souffles taste like. A lot of eggs probably. Hopefully it's good. It's very fluffy. It's like it's got this little like top on it. It's guess it's very hot. Obviously, that's what it looks like inside. Very eggy. Okay. Hopefully the cheese overpowers the egg. Okay, this actually tastes a lot like quiche. That would be the closest thing, a very cheesy quiche. Yeah, the gourmet didn't specify what type of cheese you're supposed to use. I guess just milk a cow and turn that cheese into cow's cheese, which is unflavored, I suppose. But I use sharp cheddar, and I gotta say, it's pretty good. It's not really what I expected, but it's like just a cheesy quiche. This is not worth it whatsoever. It took like 4 hours. 4 hours to make this? 4 hours.
Does it need more nutmeg?
I think it needs about a cupful of nutmeg. We used only a pinch. You know what? This is actually pretty good. I was pretty hungry when we started making this, and I ate the whole thing. Like, trust me, I didn't throw. Did I throw this out, baby?
No, you did not.
I ate the whole thing. It's just like a very fluffy quiche in souffle form. Again, I don't really know why you would go through the trouble of making something like this. You could just make a quiche or buy a quiche, but it was fun, and it tastes good and cheesy. Well, now that was surprising, an actual edible sunlight souffle. We literally cooked a video game recipe where the dude didn't even mention the eggs that we definitely needed in the recipe as in the ingredients list. On to his masterpiece though, the Potage le Magnifique. We're gonna need
1/2 cup of diced onions, 1 cup of diced carrots, 4 cups of beef broth, 4 cups of chicken broth, 2½ ounces of butter, and 1 wooden flagon filled with flour. It is very important that it is a wooden flagon.
Alright, so all we're going to do is simply add all the ingredients in the pot and then cook on a medium heat, and that's it. That's all the gourmet says to do. It's actually really simplistic, and there's way too much flour. By the way, when you add the flour, make sure that it is in a tankard or a flagon. It's got to be made out of wood too. That is very, very, very important. Just cook this until it's hot and then serve it. That's literally it. This is the gourmet's special dish. Okay, so once the potage reaches a boil, you literally just have to stir it vigorously, and really, really, really vigorously. Mary and I have been cooking for quite a while now. I'm pretty parched. I could use a pick-me-up of sorts, if you catch my drift. And that's the Potage le Magnifique, pretty much, ladies and gentlemen. All we need to do is serve this up. Oh, I forgot. The gourmet's magic ingredient is literal magic. Unfortunately, I can't tap into the arcane arts. Secret ingredient. Ah, well, we got a little bit more of my little friend here. So I guess this will do the trick. And that's the Potage le Magnifique. In fact, you know, my girlfriend and I were talking, this is not gonna work out. But it actually looks like, look at that, it looks like a soup that you would come across, like someone cooking in Skyrim. I don't know if it's gonna taste any good, it's very clumpy, there's a lot of flour. Like, this dude put a lot of flour in this recipe, but let's go ahead and try it, see if it's any good. That's like indistinguishable from a pot pie filling. That's like the same thing. Obviously there's not too many ingredients, there's just flour, beef broth, chicken broth, onions, and carrots. That's really it, and a little bit of our special ingredient. But it's actually good. This is edible too. Look, I did not think either of these recipes were gonna be edible. I swear to God, and they both are not only edible, but delicious. Not bad. And that was Uncommon Taste, ladies and gentlemen. I've actually been wanting to cook those two recipes for a while now. As I've said multiple times, did not think that they would work out, but they were good. And this did take a long time. In fact, we're on hour like 5 or so. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, thank you guys so much for contributing towards the 200,000 subscribers. We're going to go to 250 or 300. I'm not sure when the next special video will be, but either way, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time. Bye-bye.